Hi there, I'm Jim Coffey. I design and create Automaton near San Diego, California. Today's the 12th of July, and this video is to document a prototyping machine that I built that demonstrates random motion. I built this in support of an article that I've recently written for Automata Magazine. Enjoy. Random motion, unpredictable motion, kind of the same thing in my thought process. As we live our lives, we don't do everything in orderly, repeatable rhythms. We are unpredictable. And I try to add a bit of unpredictability to the automatons that I build. So what you're looking at is just a little test rig that I built. Threw it together one afternoon so I could show you. This is where you would be capturing your motion. There, or for more motion, you put it all the way out to the end. This is the fulcrum point right here. For less motion, it goes in there. So anyway, let's just take this apart real quick and put it back together and let you see what it's all about. I call this the drag arm. The drag arm's purpose is to provide something that allows you to harness the motion. It also tends to keep the drag plate a little bit better behaved. I've taken motion off of this in some of the models that I've built, but the drag arm makes a difference. So we take the drag arm off, we lift off the drag plate, and let me just show you here while it's on my mind. Here's a big pulley, a little pulley. Here's a big slot, a little slot. This is you could make them equal, but you might want to make them fit properly. This flaky stuff that you see is wax that I've added just to keep things from rubbing on each other. This is a poly belt. I have found that poly belts do not work long term in automatons. They tend to resize themselves, so I use primarily XL style belts. But for prototyping, these are great. Here's a little hand crank, big pulley. I made this groove on my lathe, just dug it in there. And the small one. And let's just brush things off real quick. So here's a pivot point for the drag arm. Nylon bushings. In a formal automaton, I would be using ball bearings here. We'll put the little crank handle in. Just a 1/4 inch dowel. 1/4 inch piece of stainless steel shafting. These things should be similar in size, different in size, but similar, not too radically different. If they're too radically different, what happens is you notice rhythms within the randomness. It tends to not work very well. So similar in size, and the reason that I'm showing you this is to show you how basic these are and how easy it would be for you to make your own. Just throw one together, play with it, and learn. The drag plate goes on over the 2 pins. The drag arm goes on over the plate, and I'm going to take that back off again because I forgot to add the poly belt. Drag arm. That's it. This little guy is ready to provide you with random motion. Watch this little red bead. I've made a lot of these different styles. I've experimented a lot. This is a pretty, believe it or not, a pretty simple one, and reliable, works well, provides nice motion. I typically power mine with a 10 to 15 RPM motor. So that's it. Little random motion machine. Enjoy.